everybody, my name is Krista McAllister and I am here to take you through everything that you need to know about the weather. So let's jump right into what it's looking like outside right now. It is sitting at 50 degrees currently, but it feels like 49, so luckily not too much of a difference there. We have some winds coming through at 7 miles per hour from the southwest, which is a little bit lower than it was earlier today, which is rather nice. I'm not the biggest fan of wind. And we did have our sunset earlier today at 5:26 this evening. It is a mostly clear night, so if you're interested in seeing some stars, now might be a good night to do so. And now as we're looking into what it looked like earlier today, as I said earlier, it was pretty windy. So I know that my hair and these trees did not really appreciate that wind, but it did bring some fun kite flying activities and weather. And also look at those beautiful blue skies. Looking more towards the ground though, the weather did start to kind of melt off, the snow, started to melt off, except for in those more shadowed areas by those trees. There was some black ice still remaining on the roads though, so some students opted to walk across those big mounds of snow instead of facing the treacherous icy conditions on the road. And now as we look at what the weather's going to be like tonight, starting up in Fort Collins at a lovely 28 degrees tonight. Not too bad, still a little bit below freezing, but manageable. As we move down the I-25 corridor, Denver sitting at 32, a little bit colder in Colorado Springs at 30, and reaching the lowest temperature there in Pueblo. As we look into the western side of the state, Gunnison is hitting our low at -3 degrees, rather chilly there. Alamosa not doing too much better in terms of the heat at 0 degrees, and we do hit our warmest temperature in the west for tonight at 26 degrees in Grand Junction. As we move over onto the eastern side of the state, we have most of our towns over here, all of our towns sitting in the 20s, most of them up here in the more northern side of the state in the upper 20s at 28 in Sterling, 26 in Burlington, and then 23 in Limon and 23 in Lamar. And now as we move into what it's going to be looking like tomorrow for your highs, you can expect 47 degrees in Fort Collins, a little bit warmer in Denver at 51, moving down 1 degree higher in Colorado Springs, they barely beat us out, at 48 and 56 degrees in Pueblo. Moving over onto the west side of the state, Grand Junction sitting up there at 48 degrees, and then we have some of the 30s as we reach the lower side of the state down there in the south. And as we look into the eastern side, Sterling sitting up at 52 degrees. Very nice weather tomorrow, Sterling. I'm a little jealous. 52 in Burlington as well. 58 for the state high in Lamar. And bring it down a little bit at 45 in Limon. And now as we move into what tomorrow is going to look like, as I said, 47 degrees is our high, dropping 20 degrees as our low, so let's hope that it stays a little bit warmer tomorrow. And it will also be partly cloudy as we move into tomorrow as well, but there still will be a little bit of sun, which I'm looking forward to. Winds from 5 to 10 miles per hour coming out of the southwest. Not as windy as today, which is also amazing in my opinion, but you can be kind of watching out for that, so maybe bring a hat or something to protect your hair a little bit, and the sunset again at 5:28 in the evening. And now as we look into what the rest of the week is going to look like, as I just said, Wednesday, high of 47, low of 27. Thursday, a little bit warmer at 52 with a low at 34. As we move into Friday for the bike or take whatever alternative mode of transportation to wherever day, it will be pretty nice at 46 degrees with a low of 19. However, there will be 15 mile per hour winds. So you might just want to keep that in mind as you're deciding whether or not to take the bus or take a bike. I would definitely prefer to take the bus in that situation. We warm up a little bit on Saturday to 45 degrees as our high, 27 as the low, and reaching the highest temperature of the week on Sunday at 54 degrees with a low of 25. I can't wait until Sunday, and that is the only day this week that it will be fully sunny instead of being slightly overcast like the rest of the week. Well, Rams, that is all of the weather that I have for you, but stick around after the break for more news from Ren and Ashley.